Hello, thank you so much for joining us on the third episode of the SGA Podcast. Before we start, we have some events we want to introduce. This week, we are having our mental health pop-up event on Wednesday, March 6th to learn about the free resources Atlantic Cape has to offer, grab some giveaway items, and try some de-stress activities. This event will be hosted from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the Atlantic City Campus Room 245 or the Game Room. We hope to see you there.
This Thursday, March 7th at 12:30 in the G Lobby on the Mays Landing campus, we're hosting an open mic forum where everyone is welcome to inspire change for Women's History Month. Please consider attending.
On Monday, March 18th and March 25th on the Cape May campus in room 212 from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., we are hosting a viewing event for women's empowerment films. There will also be snacks in the cafeteria available from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., so please grab while supplies last. The Atlantic Cape Radio Club is hosting their Sgt. Pepper's Black Parade Vinyl Listening Party from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Tuesday, March 19th in the Mays Landing G Building radio station room. Refreshments will be served, so please try to attend if you love music. Lastly, Wednesday, March 20th is Student Appreciation Day, and the Cape May campus is offering a delicious assortment of breakfast, coffee, tea, and other breakfast items in the cafeteria. We hope to see you there. Thank you guys. Please try to attend those events. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the third episode of the SGA Podcast. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today with us, we have Freshman Senator Michael Heston of the Student Government Association, and we have Sara, the Secretary of the Student Government Association. So I'll let you guys do a little introduction for yourselves if you'd like to. Michael, you want to start?
Yeah, I'll go first. My name is Mike. I'm a freshman senator. My major is sociology. I just have a 1-year-old baby. She just turned 1.
Nice, man.
Yeah, that's been pretty fun. I make music. I go under the name of Legacy H. I make little hip-hop beats, stuff to study to. That's pretty fun, too. And yeah, that's really it
Cool,
right now.
How about you, Sara?
My name is Sara. I am the secretary of SGA. I am currently a health science major, and I'm currently planning to get in this nursing program. I'm praying to get in that. It's pretty hard, really competitive and all. And really, I just like reading and everything, just having fun, relax.
Just chill. Wait, the student nurses program here hard to?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a really competitive.
It is
center?
really competitive.
Really?
I was gonna ask about that too.
Shit,
Why
yeah.
why is it competitive?
I mean, it's because there's a lot of people that actually wants to get in the nursing field. So since there's so many people, there's a limit of how many people they can get in there.
Sure.
So it's really limited.
You have to have a good GPA then. You have to yeah.
Compared to probably 3 years ago with COVID, everybody was probably just getting in there and
Yeah.
becoming a nurse.
It's now there's certain classes that you have to pass with good grades, and you have to take the things that they call TEAS tests. So there's a certain grade that you have to get on it to actually get in that program.
Wow.
So
Huh.
That's cool, man. All right, yeah. So, all right, cool. I'm glad we got to do a little introduction for ourselves. So, we're all part of the student government at Atlantic Cape. We all work hard to try and organize events, get the clubs managed, and deal with everything relating to student life. So, I guess we should start by just talking a little bit about that. How do you guys feel about your positions? How has it been for you so far through the school year?
I like it. It's been pretty chill.
Yeah.
I think with having a kid, I haven't been able to live up to the full potential of freshman center, unfortunately. Yeah. I could say that. I haven't been able to attend everything I want to attend, but I do make it out to stuff. Getting a babysitter and stuff like that, it's not really too hard. So, but it's definitely been a little bit harder. I'm looking forward to next year. I'm filling out the application for maybe club coordinator, so maybe I'll get that. And that's something... I've talked to you guys, I do the volunteer coordinator at my job, so I'm already used to doing that, sending emails. That's a little more up my alley than trying to come out to events all the time. It's just, even with nap times, right? I'm dealing with stuff like that. I gotta be there for, So it's been but it's been fun though. I like it.
Yeah, cool.
I like it.
What are you saying?
For me, as the secretary, I have to send a lot of emails. So it deal with a lot of typing, sending clubs emails when they're not present at our meetings and stuff, and if they're missing some requirements that are needed, and I just need to send out the email, the minutes that we do during the meetings, and I also have to send agendas and stuff. So it's during the meetings it's kind of hard to listen and type. because I'm like, okay, okay.
Yeah, you deal a lot with the practical side of stuff,
right.
don't you?
Yeah. So I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Me personally, I work a lot with, like, honestly, during the first semester that I was here, I was just like managing the social media Instagram page, and that's like kind of all I was doing. I was showing up to the meetings every week. Like I was doing, like I was attending. I was like being there. You know, I was just kind of, but I wasn't really involved. You know, so when the spring semester came along, and I decided like, I maybe want to do a little bit more here than I've been doing, you know, because I felt like I wasn't really contributing enough. And when we started this podcast, it kind of like turned into, oh, I can like use this to like even make the social media a little better, and like try and like promote SGA more, and like try and get these like advertisements out and stuff. So I've been doing that more, and honestly, I love doing this. It feels like it's good to get involved with the student life and the student body a little bit. Yeah. Because I wasn't doing that. I was just showing up. I was doing my classes. I was attending the meetings, and that was it. I went home, you know.
Yeah,
but
for me as a freshman, like since I just got into college, it's like this is really like a good experience for me because I get to know like different people because of SGA. Like I'm not really outgoing pretty much, so I'm like I don't like going up to people and talk about, but because of SGA, I have to do that. Yeah. So I'm like I have to put myself out there sometimes. I mean, like it's still hard, but I still have to do it.
No, me too. Like honestly, when we started doing our positions, like we didn't know what we were doing, right?
Yeah.
We just joined, and Miss Lisa said, "You'll get the hang of it. Just keep doing whatever you're doing,
it's like,
and you'll
I'm
figure it out."
still trying to get the hang of it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. They just kind of threw us into this position, and they're like, "Yeah, you just figure it out, do what you do, and you'll get the hang of it." And like, eventually, we did get the hang of it. But how many months did it take us? Like 7 or something. I'm
still trying to figure out some of the stuff still, but like. I feel like I got a little hang of it, but not like completely as I would like to have the hang of it.
Yeah, and it's hard to manage this and other responsibilities too. That's the thing. Like you have a kid, dude. Like you can't be like here all the time. Like you know, I mean, I know you. I
wish I could be for real.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's like you know, some of us are working, some of us are like you dealing with stuff outside. Some of us got hobbies. Like I try to like play music on the side, man. I can't be like here all the time attending all the events and stuff. You know, it's like, but we do our best. We try to look like leaders, but you know, we do our best is what we're trying to say.
I definitely would come if I could be here all the time for real. Like it's fun being here. Like when I was younger and like going to school, like middle school and stuff like that, I didn't really like going to school. I guess I was one of those kids that like now that I'm older, a little bit more mature. You know, I came back later in life, and like I just have fun every time I come here for real. Like super chill. You know, even the classes are fun. I never liked math growing up, but like I've been finding myself having fun, like figuring out statistics. Yeah, and I'm like doing the homework. I'm like, wow.
I feel like I have to take that class soon, and I'm like, I don't know. Like I don't.
It's not that bad.
I don't hate math and all, but like I've never taken the class. Wow.
Yeah.
Like I have to do that in the summer because I'm taking summer courses, and there's one from 9 till 12.
Yeah, those are tough.
So I'm like,
you prepare for that. That's hard.
And it's gonna be literally 1 month. Yeah. So it's like there's gonna be so many information pouring out me at once.
Yeah. You gotta study for like hours a day. Yeah. What class is that?
It's human anatomy 2 and then computers.
Oh, computers. Yeah, I'm trying to test that.
So I was like.
So what can you guys share each like a memorable moment you've maybe had at Atlantic Cape that has kind of like inspired you or like stuck with you throughout your time here maybe?
Probably it's going to sound cliche, but like definitely like the first day at orientation. Who was the speaker? Nate Evans, right?
Yeah.
He was speaking, and like I've mentioned, like someone who's just older. I'm 31. You know, I was out of school for like actually dropped out and then got my GED. So I've been out of school for a while, and then you know it took a while to come back. And I just remember sitting there and like I just like kind of feeling nervous. I had just saw you guys at the booth because I was looking to get an SGA and all these other clubs. And I was just like kind of like thinking, once I got in the auditorium, was looking around, and you know it was the fall semester, so a lot of people that just graduated high school and stuff. And I'm looking, I'm like, dang man, I don't know, like you know I feel kind of like I don't know if I want to be here. And then dude was just talking, and he was just like, you know, get involved, and that's what's gonna make it like enjoyable for you. Don't just come here thinking like you're just gonna go to class, you know, go sit in your car, go home, come back, whatever. You know what I mean? Like get involved. So I did. I immediately got involved with you guys. I wanted to do like 5 other clubs, but realized you can't do that.
I mean, like you can, but like you can't like in positions. You can't actually join the clubs.
Or even just, but like timing too. Like like I said, once again, having a kid, like I can't do like 5 clubs because Yeah, I just can't. I don't have enough time for it. But
Yeah.
nah, I definitely liked when Nate Evans was talking about just getting involved in stuff because it just told me to get involved. I guess being like a volunteer guy and being involved in the community like that, like that's something that's already close to my heart. You know, just getting involved in things because that's what makes it. Just
Nate Evans was a great
concrete.
speaker, man.
Yeah, he definitely.
I remember listening to him. I was like, damn.
Yeah, like I remember this once that we had him come. Like I don't remember what was the event, but it was us SGA that held the event, and he came and actually talked to us, and it was like a really open conversation where we just share our feelings, how we have been feeling, and stuff. And he was like, he really poured himself out to us, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
It's like
he was real. That's what you gotta be. Even on stuff like this, you just gotta be real, man. There's no other way around.
It's
like
genuine,
and it's hard for people too because they put on this mask, and it's like you can't take it off unless you like put down your ego, and that's hard for a lot of people, including me too. I get like this thing about me where I have to like make an image of myself, and I can't like put it down for a while or something. You know, it's hard.
Everybody got that.
But yeah, that's cool though, man. Yeah. I mean, I think that was pretty memorable for me too, personally. How about you, Sarah? You think that? Yeah.
Well, that one with Nate Evans, and then like another one was like this BSA event that they had like a couple of weeks ago. I forgot the name of it, but they had this lady come in and talk about how to manage your time, sleeping schedule and stuff. And I'm like, that's something I've been struggling with for a long time. Like that's why sometimes I'll be really late on stuff, like lazy-ish. It's like. But doing her speech, she really like dived into all how to manage the time and stuff, and I was like really amazed. I was like, that's really nice because I really needed that. Yeah, that's like one of the events that actually stuck with me.
Yeah, procrastination is a bad thing for me.
For
So I do
real,
everything last minute.
Yes, like, I had to do like read a whole 6 chapter in one day and take an exam and a test at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
And I only had like 4 hours
to
do all of them. I mean, like, I got them done. Not saying.
Right?
Yeah. I got them done, but it's like, could have been better.
Well, sometimes people are good under pressure. You know, that's where I feel like I do recognize like procrastinating is bad and I do that a lot, but I feel like that's when I get it done the best.
Me too.
I'm under pressure, and I like to be under pressure sometimes. So I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I try to manage my time. I try to like throughout the week. Like honestly, I take all online classes right now, so it's like kind of easier for me than having to drive like a full hour every single day to like go to your class. And like, but I just like do it at the end of the week. It takes like a couple hours for me usually to get it all done, and like that's it for each week, you know. But yeah, I know. I think that's cool, guys. Yeah, I'm glad you guys had some memorable experiences.
You have one?
No, I don't.
Really?
No, I don't actually have one. So let's just move on to the next question. So can you guys like describe like your positions a little more? Like, what do you guys actually like? I know you said it as a secretary, you're kind of filling out all the practical like forms and like emailing stuff. But how about like you? What's your job as freshman senator, Michael?
Yeah, so I'm in charge of the scrapbook for the end of the year, which I'm looking forward to doing, and I'm also, I guess, obliged to attend as much events as possible, take pictures, you know, be like what you would think a senator would be, just like a voice for the freshmen. Literally that.
Yeah, well, the thing is,
or a face for the freshmen too, right?
Yeah, the thing is with our SGAs, we only have 6 members, so we don't have a lot of like support. Like I follow a lot of different SGA accounts on Instagram from the other community colleges or even like regular colleges, and they seem to have like 20 people or 25 people that are working and like trying to manage all the clubs, and like we don't have that capacity. We have 6 people. We don't like, our president Zakia is very active and tries to like attend all the events and be like a good president, but ultimately it's just like us, and we're crunching it, dude. Like even our advisor Miss Lisa is working like so hard. Like I see her, I like go into her office, she's always typing away at something. She has like a big schedule, she has to like manage and like deal with everything, send out all the emails, and like but I mean the school is like, people are trying so hard here, man. You don't understand. Some people are so overloaded with their like clubs and stuff. Like I seen this one guy. Do you guys know Rodrigo from Los Latinos Unidos?
Yes.
Yeah, that one dude. He like is organizing like his club. He's the only like active member in his club, I think. But he's like doing all the work. He's like doing the social media. He's like managing the events. He's like going around taking photos, doing interviews, and he's like crazy, man. I'm gonna try to talk to him next time actually. But like he's one of those people who just like, you know, gets it done and like tries so hard for Atlantic Cape. And I honestly, I think there's like, that is like such a thing that I value, you know, those people, man. And I'm trying to be more like that too. I'm trying to give back to the community a little more, because I feel like I haven't been doing enough. But yeah, people like that are kind of what makes it work. So should we talk about like what each position does? Like,
Yeah.
I guess how should we?
Yeah, that's because I feel like a lot of people don't know what the position are, and I feel like that's why they're afraid to actually apply.
Yeah,
Because they don't. Because like me, when I entered the secretary position, I didn't know what I was getting into. Like I knew a little basic about it, like taking notes and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was it. That was all I had.
Yeah.
Okay.
And stuff.
Yeah.
So
So
start head down, like president down. Right?
yeah, so the president of SGA basically.
Sorry, ladies and
It's a
gentlemen.
blooper.
So Zakia,
Yeah,
she deals with like the agendas. She get the agenda ready and then send it to me as the secretary, and then she do a lot of speaking. So like any important events that the school's holding, she's the one that's open the event and stuff. And another thing that she does is like, what else does she do?
She talks at all the like meetings and stuff.
Yes,
She
yes.
hosts them.
Yeah, she's the one
In charge
that
of
like.
decorum.
Yeah, she's in charge of the meetings. Like she called for what do you call it? Like
Agendas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She calls for motions, like people if they approve of what we're talking about and stuff. And that's pretty much what she does. She's
Yeah.
really busy.
Yeah, she's really busy. She's really like careful and meticulous about it. Like I noticed, like she has to like talk so much. Like she has to be the public speaker.
Yeah,
And
so
that-
it's like
yeah.
for the president, you just have to be ready to speak a lot.
You
Like
have-
you have
you-
to be really outgoing and like
Yeah.
actually be prepared.
I almost applied for president. I almost did it, and
Like-
I'm so happy I didn't do that.
I was thinking about
I
it.
like,
too.
yeah.
Currently, I was thinking of reapplying for SGA, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to manage it. And I was thinking of going for president. I'm like, I don't like talking that much, so I'm like, no, no. Mm-mm.
Well, the thing is, like, she does so much.
Yeah.
Kia, our SGA president, she does so much, and she is like such a hard worker. And I see her like attending all the events, like trying.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
like,
yeah,
for example, like we're going to Trent on like March 12th or something for like
11th.
to talk about or 11th. Yeah, sorry, to talk about the funding for the college, I think. And like I can't make the time commitment. A lot of
Yeah.
us can't make the time commitment to like go to Trent like all of a sudden and just like do it. But Sakia, she's always on it. She always attends every
And
event.
especially since she's sick now, and then she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, I'm ready."
She's like,
I'm
I'll do it. I'm
go.
ready, man.
It's
I'm
like-
ready. Yeah, it's crazy. She's crazy.
That's good.
But that's kind of what you have to be prepared for. Like, not saying you have to like be like that engaged in it, because obviously not a lot of people can like make that commitment. But
But like
Be
you
ready
just have
for
to
it,
be
though.
ready to have the
Be ready.
time.
just be ready for
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
just make your schedule clear and everything,
Yeah.
so that you can actually be
Mhm.
present and actually meet all the requirement as a president.
yeah.
Just don't be afraid to talk.
Yeah.
Just don't be me.
Don't be
The
afraid.
vice president is kind of similar to that position. Like it's basically the president, except you just fulfill her duties like when she's not available, right? Lucky for me, Zakia has been so active that I haven't really even had to do a lot of the stuff that the vice president usually does. Like, for example, like at the meetings and stuff, like I'm supposed to be calling like the agendas and motions and stuff, but I've only done it once so far, and even the last time I did it, I was kind of sloppy about it. I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. But then the vice president, I've also kind of taken up the responsibilities of the programming chair, which is kind of the person who makes the flyers, some flyers, like manages the social media and like stuff like that. But I've just like kind of naturally taken on the vice president and programming chair role because we don't have a lot of people to do stuff with. But I mean, yeah, I mostly manage the social media and I try to attend some events and I go to all the meetings and stuff, obviously. And
For the treasurer, what they mostly do is like when the events are approved, it comes to them, and they manage all the budgets and stuff, and make sure that all the events are in on time, so that they can be approved during a meeting. So really, it just have to do a lot with numbers, money, and stuff, because we're actually dealing with real money.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's funny too because our treasurer Juan Torres, he literally is like a stockbroker at like, New York or something. So he knows how to deal with all
Yeah,
that
he's
stuff.
the money guy.
Yeah, he's the money man, dude. Yeah, but it's not like that. I guess hard a job. Like you just kind of have to show up and like be attentive and like deal.
Yeah,
Send out those reports and just get it done.
Yeah, and just like continue to check like which clubs and events and stuff, and like
Yeah.
what they're asking for, and make sure that everything is like where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
and stuff.
And yeah, I guess we have the sophomore senator position too, like, but we don't really even. I mean, who takes up the responsibilities of sophomore senator? We don't even really
sure.
like.
Yeah,
we're not even doing anything like that.
Yeah, because we don't
active.
have a sophomore senator, so
Yeah,
I think it might be like the same for the freshman senator.
Yeah,
but I'm not pretty sure about that.
Yeah, we just kind of like split stuff up. We just kind of because
Yeah.
we're so small a team that we just kind of have to do it ourselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
And for the club coordinator, he's
Gotta
pretty
go.
like his job is pretty, not really easy, but like okay. Like you just have to visit clubs during the meetings and stuff. Make sure that they're meeting all the requirements. Like if they have struggles, you just bring it to us SGA so that we can know about their struggles and stuff.
Yeah.
So the club coordinator he's just the person that he's just the middle person.
Just be active in the community, and that sounds like honestly like that's a fun job. If you're considering joining SGA, that might be for you. You just go around and talk to people.
And you actually get credits for that position. Like you get
credits for president too,
yeah,
right?
president, vice president, and the club coordinator. So to keep in mind that if you want credits for that, you can also look into those positions.
And it looks great on scholarships and resumes, may I say,
yeah.
dude. Like I like this position for me. I've been applying to a bunch of scholarships and stuff because I'm trying to transfer to Rutgers in the fall, and I've been noticing like this position. This is the only thing I've ever like done here. I haven't joined any other clubs or anything really, so this is the first thing I did, and I'm noticing like this is a very active like role. Like you have to be attentive, and and when you're joining like scholarship when you're filling out the scholarship applications, and when you're dealing with even college applications or like anything else, it looks so good because people see that and they're like, wow, he gave back to his community a little bit, maybe we should give him more money. And I'm like, all right, cool, I'll take the money, thank you. And it's great. So if you're considering it, please do apply. We have wonderful positions, and of course Miss Lisa and Joelle, who is someone who is helping us deal with everything on dealing with SGA. She is great. They are great. They are so they'll help us too. Like at the beginning, they were very like useful in helping us figure everything out.
And they're like they're always ready to help. Just go to them and they're helping. Helping.
Yep.
And especially Miss Joelle,
definitely.
she's gonna break down everything for you. I'm like, I don't know how she do it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. She's still like, I feel like she's still learning, right? She's still majoring in something, but she's a nurse and stuff.
Yeah.
So she's like really busy.
She used to be the president of SGA, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So she was a big member.
She's been in SGA twice.
Yeah.
Dang.
So like she's really busy.
Yeah.
She's just really productive, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like I
You
strive
can tell
to
she
be
knows
like her.
like the ins and outs,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's
But I gotta say, I love this position. I love doing the stuff for SGA. I honestly, I feel like I've connected so much more with the school doing this rather than. I used to just go home, do my classes, go home, like not talk to anyone. I maybe made like one friend like during my class periods, like and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I feel like that's one thing SGA did for me, because I'm like, I'm not really, like, how do you say it? Really
Social.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really social, so it's really hard for me sometimes
Me
to
too.
make friends.
Yeah.
But because of HDA, I was able to make, like, a lot of friends. Like, really
Yeah.
a lot of friends. I'm like, wow, okay.
It's changed me, too, man. I've noticed I've become more extroverted. Even outside of school, I just start talking to people more, and I'm more willing to engage in conversation, because I kind of noticed that, like, if I'm just like normal and I just like act like a friendly person, like we'll have good conversations, and it's made me more extroverted. And honestly, my whole life I've wanted to be more extroverted a person, but I've just had trouble. I feel like sometimes it's been easy for me to shut down and not have to talk to anyone, and I've just kind of reverted to that. But joining this and like getting the I guess kind of foundational concepts of like trying to talk to people more and trying to do something with yourself and your community, it has made me such a better person, dude. I don't know if you guys feel that way at all.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
I think for me it's on like the opposite side, because I've always been a little more extroverted my whole life, and I think what college has done for me has really made my speech, as far as these conversations with people, more like precise.
Yeah,
that's
the thing too. Yeah, more measured kind of. Yeah,
that's what college has really been teaching me. I've really been enjoying like English comp and like stuff like that, and learning how to like write differently. I've been reading a lot more, and it definitely has made my speech with people and conversation with people more like just on point and real nice, and just
Yeah,
just together. Like,
well, it lets you measure your thoughts out a little more.
Yeah,
right?
it
makes you think, and that's what the point of college is.
I can ramble a lot, but it's brought it down for me.
Yeah,
Nice.
And that's a good thing, man. Honestly, I'm gonna say, like, it's good to not be like just saying random like stuff all the time. Because if you say something and it's not exactly what you want to say, and people like take it as something else, it's like it's not good for you.
Or you're saying it too long in a conversation, and people just get disinterested.
Well, I still do that. I still yap even more now, arguably. But, what do you guys hope to achieve in the next 5 years? Can I ask you? What's your goals for the next 5 years?
For me personally, I still do not have a car, so like I'm trying to raise money to get me a car.
Yeah.
And another one is technically finishing my what do you call it? My BSN and stuff. So
What's BSN?
It's the bachelor's in science.
Oh, nursing. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's a good.
So like I want to finish that up. I mean, like it's still gonna take a long time, but I just want to done with it, and so that I can get into the nursing field.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be like I don't want to rush it and everything, but it would be nice to get it done.
Yeah.
So that I can get into like in the medical field, because I'm really excited about
goals,
that.
good professional goals. How about you, Ma?
So I want to get my associates. I've been thinking hard about that. I don't know if I want to go for the bachelor's because I do already have a lot of experience, like work experience within nonprofits and community projects and things like that. But I do want to get my associates and hopefully move to DC and like work in a nonprofit down there or work in like a think tank down there.
All right, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
That's sick. All
that's
right.
what I really want to do.
Me personally, I'm trying to go to Rutgers, get my bachelor's in business administration, specifically in finance is going to be. And I'm going to try to work some internships during my senior year of college and maybe work as like a finance stock guy in New York or something. I don't know exactly what I want to do. Man.
Yeah, like I still don't know if I still want to stay in this state or move somewhere else. Because I'm like, I want to stay close to my family, but I'm like, growing up, like, I don't know if I'm still gonna want to. It's
cheap to stay in New Jersey. That's the thing. If you're going to a 4-year college, like do it in state because you save like $50,000 or something.
I didn't know that.
Do it.
I mean, like after I finish it here, I might have the opportunity to move somewhere else. Yeah, so I'm like, I will finish it here, but later on, if I do have the opportunity to move in another state, then maybe.
Yeah, eventually I want to move to New York, or honestly, I'm just gonna go wherever like the wind takes me. I just want to get the degree, and eventually, like after I get like 5 years of work experience or something, I want to eventually get an MBA from someplace like NYU Stern or MIT Sloan or something. Those are the good business schools. And honestly, with business, it's only worth like going for the top like 25 business like MBA schools, because otherwise it's just gonna be a checkbox type thing. And if you get the MBA from a place like Rutgers, for example, it's not. If you're already in a career, it might advance you a little bit, but honestly, it doesn't make that much of a difference. Like if you look at some of the NYU graduate statistics, you'll see like compared to Rutgers, MBA graduates from Rutgers maybe make like $100K a year, whereas NYU Stern graduates make like $200K a year or something ridiculous, right? And I'm like, damn, I gotta do that. But all right. Anyways, guys, let's wrap this up. So I wanted to say thank you guys for coming on with me. This has been a great podcast episode. I'm so glad we got to talk a little bit about SGA and our goals and stuff. And we hope you guys have kind of enjoyed getting us to know our organization a little better. We mean to connect with you guys more, and we mean to be more active with the whole student body. So we're hoping that this is kind of giving you some idea of what we're maybe like a little bit. Michael is such a cool guy. I've had so many cool conversations with this guy. Me and him, dude, we talk, and it's like, damn, I'm cool with this guy, man. And Sara is such a great secretary, and I know she does a great job with helping Zakia with stuff, and good friends. We're all good friends at SGA, so we are so happy to have done this episode. And do you guys want to say anything else before we end the show?
Hey man, keep studying.
Really, just get into it. And join SGA.
Join SGA. We got applications up for the fall. They're due in a week, or March. What is it? March 7th or March?
Well, technically it was due today.
But we extended it. You got extra time, so please submit it. Please, if you're considering, do it. All right.
Yeah. So please be interested. Thank you.
All right. We'll see you guys. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Bye. See ya.